is a city of champions once again.
How do you feel about all that?
Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? How many college guys or NBA guys can make that pass in transition? In the NBA, that's a jam for a dunk. I mean, I got goosebumps watching that. That made me think of the Magic Man. Are you kidding?
With the first pick in the 2003 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select LeBron James.
Well, there's no reason for us to be here if we weren't confident. May 31st, 2007 was the Eastern Conference Finals. The series was tied 2-2. Being in the Palace of Auburn Hills in the playoffs, that's one of the most hostile environments to be in.
Set it here. Bring LeBron to the top. Make sure you drive it at the last shot.
That's what I stay after practice for, and this is what I be in the weight room for, that if it's that one game where you need to use every little bit of energy to help your team win.
James working it down. 5 seconds. 4, 3. James scores, and the Cavaliers come away with an improbable victory here at the Palace. 48 points for LeBron James. He scored 29 of the last 30. One of the great performances of all time.
Although the Cavs would get swept by the San Antonio Spurs, it seemed apparent that this was simply the beginning of greater things to come.
2007, we got to the finals. It was almost like, this was easy. I mean, we're going to do this every year.
But that's not what unfolded, despite being considered by many to be the best player on the planet.
For the win, yes! LeBron James!
The Cavaliers would be eliminated from the playoffs in each of the next 3 seasons.
And Cleveland fans wondering if that's the last time he'll take off a Cavalier jersey.
We've had everybody else biting their nails, so I guess it's time for them to stop chewing. The answer to the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, it's very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Can LeBron James ever regain his popularity? He took a big hit with the decision.
Sure he can. If he exercises the opt-out clause in 2 years and goes back to Cleveland. Sure, he can do it then. But outside of that, no.
Tonight is Game 6 of the NBA Finals right here on ABC, and something extraordinary seems to be happening. The biggest star in basketball, LeBron James, King James, seems to be choking. Is he blowing his first and best chance for a championship? Ron Claiborne is back with more. This is Good Morning, Rob.
This is something. Yeah, right, exactly. Have another conversation. Hi, Dan, again.
Hello.
Well, this was supposed to be LeBron James' year, the year that he would finally get a championship ring, the one that has eluded him throughout his career. Instead, his heavily favored Miami Heat are trailing the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA Finals 3-2. And LeBron has all but disappeared at crunch time in the fourth quarter in all 5 games. Call it the shock heard around the sports world.
A stunning ending to one of the more compelling seasons in NBA history. A bitter finish to a year that was really championship or failure, according to most people, including the Miami Heat players.
I made a difficult decision to leave Cleveland, but I understood what my future was about. And I understood that coming to Miami and being a part of this organization and being able to put together this team, I knew we had a bright future. And You know, this is a dream come true for me. I've been through a lot the last 2 years, but, you know, this is definitely a way that it pays off.
Your approach in this finals is in stark contrast to the guy we saw in last year's finals. What put you in a place to get back to being LeBron James?
Losing in the finals last year put me back in place. It humbled me a lot. And I was able to go back to the basics. A lot of people had a lot to do with it, but at the end of the day, I just looked myself in the mirror and said, you need to be better, both on and off the floor. And I'm happy that I was able to put myself and our team in a position to win this.
Look in that mirror and smile, LeBron. Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
Mike.
Thanks so much.
Timeout, San Antonio. 6 to shoot. Chalmers behind to James on the plus. Chalmers in the paint. seconds. Set to tick off. San Antonio is back on top once again. The Spurs are the 2014 NBA champions.
So, the city of Cleveland, long tortured without a championship for 50 years, now has something to cheer about. LeBron James is coming home.
I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. Let the
Despite a historic effort by James,
Taken away by James. Here's LeBron to the basket. Dunks it with the right hand.
the Cavs would go down to defeat in 6 games and would join the long list of teams from Cleveland that had come up short in their quest for a crown.
This city desperate for their first major sports championship in over 5 decades. It has now been 51 years.
Still has his dribble. Goes to work inside. He rocked the rim. He went downhill against George Hill. 81-77.
He's playing with a handful of teams. Into Derek Williams, who comes flying off the wing.
He's got 5 assists already. It's a 2-man game. Flip the screen. Around Fellow. Look out. They felt that in Rockville.
The lead is 3. Love, LeBron, and got it! Banks it in! Dropping Beal there. 3. Fade away out of bounds using glass, and he ties it at 120. An unbelievable shot.
To the top by Thompson. Davis. And it was partially blocked from behind by Channing Frye. LeBron's going downhill. Bring it into New Year, LeBron James.
James tries and finishes once again.
You gotta love it. The change of pace of Thomas and LeBron James is just as good.
James rejects it out of bounds. The help defense.
Kyrie, stutter step move. Cutting LeBron James, who found JR. Unselfish, and the reward is 3. That's LeBron James. His brilliance in passing the ball around the corner. Unselfish play, gotta find the hot man. His name is JR. Swift.
Pass from Reddick. Battle away, recovered by Bob. Oh, it's stolen by James. He came out of nowhere and converted on the windmill.
Thompson needs to be DeAndre Jordan so he can control the boards. But right here, how you doing, Dominique? Used to watch you do that all the time. And LeBron giving us something to talk about.
James to Love. Back up top. James a long 3. Bang! Tie game! 8 remaining. LeBron James from about 35 feet. Long distance. Nails the 3-pointer to tie it all up.
We worked all season long. We got to show up and do what we do best.
2016 playoffs underway.
We can stop when you get out and run every single time.
James on a breakaway, all the way in. LeBron vintage. Cavaliers win. They sweep the Detroit Pistons.
Enjoy this, and then we got something else big we're looking for. All right, come on, man.
We're here now. We've been waiting for. We had an 8-day layoff, so we're ready to go. Coach gave us a great game plan, and it's up to us to execute. So it's time for us to go do it.
Let's go, baby. Here we go, man.
They met in the Eastern Conference Finals a season ago, and it was Cleveland sweeping the Hawks. Irving, James, and got it! What a play!
Composure, keep playing.
J.R. Smith makes a free gift to a wide open LeBron. Takes the dribble, launches the 3. 10 gives the Cavaliers the lead.
Man, let's go.
with 20 points, 15 of them in the second.
Stay with it. Hey, close out. We can drive it, all right? Attack the basket a little bit more.
All right, LeBron left baseline. Oh, hangs on to it. Puts it up and in.
LeBron James puts it in on the Cavs with their first lead of the game after trailing by as many as 18.
Toward the baseline to DeRozan. Jumper up. Rattles around. Misses. Patterson with a huge rebound. DeMar into the lane. Off flies it in. Toronto Raptors take game 4 to even the series at 2.
So we keep getting stuff on defensive end. We can get out and run, get anything we want.
Swarming defense. Another turnover. Here comes James. Cavaliers are taking apart the Raptors.
Don't let up, come on, don't let up.
Kyrie Irving with a steal, 3-on-1. Alley-oop to James. Beautifully executed.
Right by the teammate in the corner as LeBron makes his break. Goes baseline. Oh, and he hammers home a tomahawk dunk. There's the horn. Believe in Cleveland. The Cavaliers for the second straight season have punched their ticket to the NBA Finals.
I just want to say how proud I am of y'all, man. Don't ever let nobody take the pride in the game away from you. Not promise. We're fortunate enough to be one of 30 teams to move on to the next round. All right? That's beautiful, man, bro. There you go. See you at the finals.
Curry will finish with 38 points. Kyrie Irving will dribble it out. And the Golden State Warriors, with a huge win on the road, take a commanding 3-1 lead in these NBA Finals. LeBron James and the Cavs now in a big hole as they head back to Oakland. James 1 assist shy of a triple-double. Kyrie Irving had 34. A heartbreaking loss for the Cavaliers.
I think Golden State will win this game. I think those boys will show up without Draymond Green. Clay and Steph will catch fire. The bench, their depth will step up, and do what they do because they're all about next man up philosophy, okay, strength in numbers. And I think it'll be too much for this Cleveland Cavaliers squad to overcome.
James against Rush. Leans in, trying to draw the foul. Got him up, count it, and one. 40 points for LeBron James. And the lead balloons to 15. Very good individual defense. Game 6. What a road victory for the Cleveland Cavaliers as the NBA Finals would return to Cleveland on Thursday night. Kyrie Irving and LeBron James. Again, one of the all-time great finals performances.
LeBron, there was so much noise outside of the lines. How do you put that aside and set the tone for your group from the very beginning?
Because the only thing that matters is what happened in between these 4 lines. Our guys understood that this was, it's the final countdown, and we had to come out mentally focused, mentally prepared, mentally sharp. Our coaching staff gave us a great game plan, and we executed it.
It's the biggest game in Cleveland Cavaliers history. A win tonight means the quest for the city's first ever NBA title is still alive. And the Warriors are looking to make some history of their own. They're 1 win away from capping their amazing season with a championship repeat.
To the floor.
Attack, all right? Everything we got for 4 minutes. Come on, man, let's go. Come on.
James had led all players in virtually every major statistical category throughout the series. And fittingly, he continued to dominate in the waning moments of Game 6.
James, offensive rebound, back up and in. This once-in-a-generation player having another epic playoff game.
With his back against the wall, LeBron James poured in back-to-back 41-point outbursts, becoming the 5th player in NBA Finals history to score 40 or more in consecutive games.
James finishing touches on a magnificent performance. And there's the buzzer. Game 7, Sunday night in Oakland.
He is just the epitome of what a basketball player is supposed to be. He plays the game in every facet.
Two of the greatest words in the world is Game 7. I've never stepped foot in March Madness where it's just one game and you're done, or one game and you win it all. It's like that feeling. It's like one game.
Irving drives, hop step inside, floats it up, misses. Rebound taken by Iguodala. Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection. Oh my goodness. Great pass by Curry, running hard by Iguodala, and superhuman defensive recovery by LeBron James. Curry runs off. Iguodala looking. Thompson catches. Thompson a couple of dribbles. Okay, tied up. Throws it into the green on a foul on the entry pass. That's the foul to give. And now they'll take it out of bounds with 6.5 remaining. You got to make sure you're in nobody's area to allow them to knock down the three and you get contact. I lost a playoff game on a random 4-point play from Jeff Van Gundy. Iguodala to inbound. Shumpert trying to stay with Curry. Catches. One dribble, steps back, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound tip taken by Space. Final seconds. It's over. It's over. Cleveland is a city of champions once again. The Cavaliers are NBA champions. Cleveland's long sports nightmare has ended. The drought is over. 52 years. Time to celebrate a title. And the emotions for LeBron James, who delivers on his promise to come home and bring a championship to his beloved hometown. It's over. The Cavaliers are NBA champions. Cleveland is a city of champions once again.
Cleveland! This is for you!